It's about giving yourself over to somebody, becoming one with somebody else forever. And that's a beautiful thing. That's surrender. That's love. That was beautiful.
But we are the final podcast.
Yeah, we are.
And that was a beautiful way for you to open this. I felt touched by what you said.
Oh, Shane. That's so sweet. We are your final bros. It's Brian Hopper LaGrasta and Shane Lugnut Smith. We're here today. We're cannibals. Fuck it.
We are.
We're eating humans.
Where's Mike G? Our resident cannibal.
He's a resident cannibal.
He's the cannibal gypsy himself.
Yeah.
He's probably too busy watching a Seagal.
He does love Steven Seagal, that fucker.
Don't we all?
Isn't Mike G just such a fucker?
He's such a fucker.
It's like
Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, man, Mike G is such a fucker.
I was saying, I'm like, you ever see somebody down and you're like, this guy is a fucker?
Yeah.
And Mike G's just one of those people.
Yeah.
A fucker.
It's a fucker. A little fucker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know he eats people.
He eats humans.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know who else eats humans?
Who?
Steve.
Steve?
Yeah.
Yes, Steve. He eats humans.
Lots of them.
He has a nice enterprise going where he
Great enterprise.
brings babes back to the killer pad,
Yeah.
and then they never leave.
No.
They stay.
Well,
in
they
prison.
leave in a box.
in a body bag, in a box. Yeah. But Fresh is a movie that is on Hulu. It is definitely a horror suspense movie that features a cannibal who brings females back to his place of residence, where he winds them, then drugs them, then imprisons them, and then slowly cuts their limbs off to give to his clients. Yeah. He keeps them in prison in his basement to keep that meat nice and fresh. It's all about fresh, giving it to them when they're alive.
Yeah. The meat being fresh is the most important part. Like, if you just kill and then cut the meat off, it loses some of that flavor.
Yeah, and he even tells them, like, when they're imprisoned, like, not to move or like not to do too much. Don't get your heart rate to it, like, because it's gonna ruin the meat. It's all about the quality of the meat.
We need quality meat.
He's big on quality assurance. This guy.
Yes. He's a great butcher.
He'd be great in a restaurant.
Him, Leatherface, what a tandem.
Yep, it's great.
I need a crossover.
Okay.
Leatherface versus Steve, Battle of the Butchers.
Wow. Well, I feel like Leatherface is a hulking man and would literally annihilate Steve.
Oh, you're saying that's because Steve got beaten up by 3 women, one missing her ass, one missing her tits, and one missing a leg?
Yes.
Yeah. Steve was kind of a pussy.
Steve, the strongest guy.
No.
He just always has control, and he uses drugs.
Yeah, I mean, what does this guy think he is? The Winter Soldier?
Yeah. That's what he does.
Yeah,
it's fucking Steve.
That would be that guy. Yeah, this is a good movie. It's just another one of those 2022 really good horror movies.
Saying it.
It's like horror in 22. I think what it is there was a lot of original ideas,
and that's what you need. You need an originality.
And this is another original take. Yeah, look, we've all seen the eating people thing done before, but this is like you get the black market aspect, you get the capture girl aspect, you get the maybe she'll come into my world if I feed her this Melissa meatball.
Yeah, I mean, but if you don't really know too much about what the movie's about, there is like a nice shift. Like the opening sequence of the movie, like that prologue is like 30 minutes long.
We've never done before. I've never actually seen a movie wait 30 minutes to give the title card.
It's like 35 minutes into the movie. You see Fresh, and this is after he drugs her gets to her at the place and then drugs her. You're like, what is this movie like really about? You know, it has some kind of cannibal aspect, but yeah, he lures women to his place. He plays that nice guy, but yeah, he then it's more deeper than him just killing people and eating meat. He's keeping them alive. He's wooing them. He's keeping that meat fresh, and he's giving his clientele a particular presentation with their meat. They're getting belongings of the people, whether it's a photo or if it's their name with some profile information, underwear. It's like little
hair,
little tchotchkes, little souvenirs. Because, when they eat their meat, it's great and you'll remember it, but it gives you a little physical, material, tangible item with it. Yeah. It's a really sweet display.
It's adorable. It's adorable.
It's a salty display.
Yeah. Well
People
done.
could salt their meats, Shane.
You gotta salt the meat. He seasons. That's why he's making good food.
Oh, could you imagine the marmalade this guy probably has?
Yeah, so this is the thing they do with this movie. They make some of the food look good and some of it look disgusting.
Yeah.
It's like they really hit and they really make you question, would you eat the human meat? The human meatball looked pretty good. I can't believe I'm saying that.
I need some of this stuff. I mean, not like
the pate looked atrocious.
if I knew it was human, of course I would not eat it. But if you didn't know, it just looks like animal meat.
You wouldn't just maybe take a piece out of curiosity?
Of human meat? No, I wouldn't eat a human, Shane.
You wouldn't just little tiny piece out of curiosity?
I'd honestly be scared to how that would
impact eating in your body?
Yeah, I don't feel like that would sit well.
Probably not. Like, yeah, probably.
I mean, she'd puke
Yeah.
that night. I don't know if she just wanted to do that anyway, but
Yeah, like, I wonder if there's got to be, I don't know. You think there's scientific studies that, like, prove whether or not eating human is healthy or not? It can't be. Eating your own kind can't be healthy when you think about it. There's got to be some kind of, like, thing that just makes it unhealthy.
could look it up. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not going to have that on my search history.
I hope there's not too much data on that.
Yeah, so it's like, who knows? You know what I do know, though?
What?
I love the spooky pit.
Do you?
So let's jump into it.
Okay.
You didn't hit the button. Yay!
Fresh, released in 2022, directed by Mimi Cave. Stars Daisy Edgar-Jones as Noah, Sebastian Stan as Steve, JoJo T. Gibbs as Molly, and Dio Okiniyi as Paul. That's the cast.
Dio Okini. What a name. Is he the bartender? I'm
Yes.
assuming? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's the guy that had the former relationship with her best friend,
Yeah.
Molly.
That guy's hilarious.
He's good. I like his character.
I love the last scene like that he's in.
Yeah, where he just leaves.
Truthfully, I could see that being me. I'm like, yeah, fuck that.
Hearing noises, like I'm fucking out.
Yeah.
Because
he's like, I know how this ends.
Oh yeah, because doesn't he say like black guy in a horror movie? What does he say?
He's like black guy, middle of nowhere.
Oh, middle of nowhere. Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Hell, white guy, middle of nowhere. I'm out. I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's pretty creepy. I love how he goes all the way there just to leave.
Yeah. Well, once he hears the gunshots.
Yeah, gunshots.
I'm like, yeah, I don't even blame him at that point. He's not even positive she's there.
I like that too. Yeah, exactly. Like, he's still making the leap that she's there, but like, he doesn't owe her anything. It's an ex.
Yeah.
Or whatever. They probably weren't even dating. They're probably just messing around.
They're just friendly or whatever. He doesn't. You don't know her. So let's talk about this opening scene, which we get our main character. She's on a date with a guy from Hinge. It's going absolutely awful.
Well,
this guy is so hilarious.
I know, he's really fucking funny. I'm with you. So this is the definition of like the prototypical bad date. I mean, this guy basically lets her know like, hey, just bring cash because you're going to be paying for your meal up front. So right away, she knows this is a bad date.
It's so fucked up. It's funny because like...
Is this fucked up to just like, if you're the girl, like, just like cancel the date up front?
Like for her to cancel?
Yeah, be like, I'm just not, I just prefer not to date at this time.
No, that's very fair. I think
Like
that's very fair.
after hearing that, with the strong assumption that she will be paying in cash, which is a very fair, because she's like, just make sure you bring cash.
Yeah.
Paying cash.
Like I understand it from his perspective that he doesn't want to pay, I guess, on the first date. It's kind of like tasteless, but at least like if it's not like he sprung it on her, like there he's like, oh, I'm not paying for you, by the way. At least he gave her the heads up, right? And then she had the option to cancel the date. She went on it. The issue wasn't even that though. He just sucked.
Yeah, I mean, like, all he would do was talk about himself.
Yeah.
He would make fun of the way she was dressed. She literally would, like, mention, like, oh, that sweater, like, modern women, the way they dress nowadays. Like,
he's like, I just love how you can just look so poor.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, you could put on a dress, but, and she's just like, all right. She's, like, shocked. Like, I can't believe I'm getting insulted on the first date.
Yeah. It's just very off-putting stuff, he says. Then just the scarf dragging into the sauce. You're a scarf guy. You would never let your scarf drag in the sauce.
The scarf out. She's letting him know that. He's like, oh no, it's just like a bad date.
Yeah.
The guy just like totally obnoxious. And at the end of the date, when they leave and they're like saying their goodbyes, They're like, he's like, oh, I can't wait to see you again. And she's like, yeah, I just don't think like we would work. This is probably gonna be the last date. He's like, all right, that's what you want to be, you stuck up bitch, and he leaves.
I was like, wow.
You're so strong.
And his name was possibly Chad, like in her phone or something like that.
Chad?
Yeah, it wasn't as like potentially Chad or something like that. Because he texts her at the end of the movie.
Yes, he does.
He's like, what you doing at like 2 a.m.? It's like that you up 2 a.m. text.
Yeah, you up?
That's so funny. So she goes to her friend and vents about the date while they're hitting the hard bag, as the kids call it, right?
The hard bag, yeah. This is what I like to call a waste of money.
The hard bag?
Yeah. Oh, they're working out.
They're working out. I would, to be fair to that, it is exhausting. I used to do it.
And you're going to get a lot out of it.
Yeah.
It's $100 a month.
Is that?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. See, I don't know.
But if it was, you're not doing it.
Not for $100 a month.
How about 50?
Probably. 50's not bad. Isn't that a standard rate for a gym, for a good gym anyway?
I don't know. I pay 25 for a gym. Then again, I would only run at a gym, so.
Yeah.
Which I could do anywhere.
It's true. It depends what you're doing in the gym. Well, that's what I'm saying. I guess like your LA Fitnesses are like 50, but you get like a basketball court access and like a pool and stuff like that. Oh, it comes down to the amenities. I wouldn't be paying $50 just for the punching bag though. So I got to put it in perspective.
Okay.
But yeah, if they're just doing punching bag stuff for $50 a month,
punchy,
or 100,
punchy, Shaney.
$100 a month, yeah, you got.
Give me your best punch. Ooh, wow.
That's pretty good, right?
Yeah, it was good.
Thank you. But yeah, so they talk about that. She then goes to a grocery store, and we have a little meet cute, as the rom-coms like to call it.
Definitely a meet cute. Is this the grocery store at night?
Yes.
And is it directly after her date?
No, I thought it was the next day after the punching bag.
Yeah, it might. You're right. Yeah, it makes sense. Yep.
Because she vents about her date first, right?
Yeah.
At the punching bag, and then she meets Steve at the grocery store.
This is definitely a meet cute, and because this guy is such a charmer, he does that casual thing of like, they meet like at a chance, they make a couple of broccoli jokes, they're hitting it off.
Well, they talk about the cotton candy grapes, right?
Cotton candy grapes, it's going well, and then he says something that's a little bit like corny.
Yeah.
And they giggle, but then like he walks away, like he like in a way that he like lost the opportunity with her. And he's like, nope, I'm giving this all I got. Straight up, just ask her for her phone number.
I know, very forward.
Extreme confidence, and girls love confidence.
They do.
And this girl, whose self-esteem is at an all-time low.
Yeah, she takes that number.
About to cream.
She was about to cream when Steve asked her for her number.
I'm gonna cream on you.
Don't do that. No, we're good. So they go on their first date. They have some drinks. They are at the bar of the guy who used to date her friend. So he's there talking to them. Date looks like it's going great.
They're hitting it off. It's like there's a montage because like it's just so smooth.
Yeah. Everything that you expect on a good date is happening on this date.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, all the jokes, she's got all of them. They've got a great sense of humor. He's telling her that, but she basically keeps going on that, like, she's given up on love.
Yeah. But she hasn't given up on fucking, because when they go back to the apartment, they're fucking.
They're going to fuck.
They fuck on the first date.
Yeah.
They do
She goes in for the kiss, then they
He says he doesn't want to at first. He's like, no, I shouldn't. But they do it.
Somebody that always fucks on the first date says they never fuck on the first date. Yeah. I mean, that's just a given. This guy's fucking.
He's fucking. So she goes back. She talks to her friend the next day. She actually, creepily though, takes a picture of Steve in her bed and sends it to her friend.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, we be fucking. We be fucking, as the kids say.
She's charmed.
Yeah. They go on multiple dates. She talks to her friend, and her friend's like, isn't it kind of shady that he doesn't have an Instagram? Red flag.
And she just like, red flag, everybody's on social media nowadays. Yep. He's not. It's a little weird. It
is weird. To be fair, some people just aren't on social media.
Weird, not a disqualifier.
No,
but
definitely not.
But weird. Requires further investigation.
Yes. I feel like you have to have one.
Yes.
So you don't have to have all of them. But if you don't have any, why does this guy want to be off the grid so bad?
Yeah, I mean, like, some people just, they don't want to, like, social media is just annoying because it's so invasive.
Yes.
But, yeah, I mean, like, you don't have any, like...
You don't got an Insta. You don't got a Snap.
It's your direct.
You got a WhatsApp.
It is the easiest way to commune with someone else that you know without directly calling them.
Yes.
That's what social media does. It's a great exercise in flexing a community, a group of people that you have shared interests with, that you want to form bonds with, that you like, that you enjoy, you want to recommunicate with, reconnect, share stories, swap wartime tales, high school reunions, set up events, join a cult, all of it.
Find out that he doesn't eat animals.
He does not eat animals.
He only eats veggies.
And when he says, I like how he says that. And I even like the sex scene. Even when like they go to her place, and she says like, "Can I get you something to eat or drink?" He's like, "Do you want anything to eat or drink?" And he's like, "No, only you."
Hot.
Oh, foreshadowing.
I know. That's a good point. Yeah, he really is. Yeah. It's a lot going on. It's a double meaning.
Oh, definitely double meaning.
Yeah, big
double entendre.
So he asked her to go on a weekend getaway to
his dungeon.
Cottage Springs. I think it's Cottage Springs.
We can go with that. But yeah, he's going away.
Yeah. And they agree. They're going. They get to his like house that they have to stop at. They're sharing some drinks. She's feeling a little woozier.
Woozy, man.
She says it just like that. It's crazy.
Man, that's gotta suck. Like at that point in moment, you're probably not thinking he drugged you.
No, definitely not.
Because he's trying to continue the conversation.
Like everything's normal.
Like everything is normal. And she's like going in and out. And she's like, what the is something I ate? Like is this food poisoning? Like what the fuck is this? I wonder if it clicked in her mind that it was him. It probably was at the very end, but then she just hits that fucking floor. And then that's the intro.
Yeah.
Fresh.
Couple credits roll. She wakes up the next day. She's chained to a very nice room. He comes in. He's like sitting in a chair across from her. He's like, I'm going to be real with you, right? I'm not going to kill you yet. I'm not going to rape you. I'm the kind of guy that harvests your meat and sells it on the black market to rich people.
I'm that guy.
I'm
going to keep you healthy so the meat is fresh and is able to best serve my customers.
Yeah. He's very honest, and I like an honest guy.
You like an honest guy.
I respect that he was honest.
He really wasn't too honest up to this point.
No.
The fact that, he does have another alternate life. Like, Steve is probably not his real name.
It wasn't like Bernie or something like that. Brian.
Oh, my God.
It was. I thought it was something would it be. I'm looking for my phone to see if it says both his names on the IMDb page. Let's find out. That's the Celtics score. No, it just says Steve on here. So we forgot what his name was. I'm gonna rewatch later just so I remember. Anyway, after he leaves her, Noah starts talking to Penny, the girl on the wall to the side of her.
Becomes her friend because Penny's been there for a little bit and she's just like really downtrodden because she knows the deal. Yeah,
she knows what's going on. Also, there's a girl 2 walls down.
That would be Melissa.
She's chained up too. She's gone crazy.
Melissa's a psycho. I think that's what Penny
says.
Her.
Penny says Melissa has lost her mind. There's also scenes later in the movie I really like where Penny's like, I don't even know if you're real to Noah. I could be like Melissa at this point.
Yeah.
And I think that's a very interesting idea. To be fair, there was times, and it would have happened too soon, but I was like, maybe Noah's imagining even Penny.
I mean, 100%. I mean, like, they lost, you think about it, like, they legitimately lost body parts. The organs are gone.
Yes. So there's like parts later in the movie where I'm like, Penny might be dead already, and like at this point, Noah's just kind of talking to herself.
Yeah.
We find out no, Penny's alive.
They do have a shot later on where you do see the 3 of them like just like in a row.
Yeah.
You do see like their
cages. They're not even cages. They're actually nice rooms.
This is the most gorgeous dungeon of all time. That fucking stone he has around the dungeon,
beautiful,
is great. Like this house probably goes for like easy $3 million.
Yeah, like if I had a measuring tape, I'd be measuring the whole basement to see what the resale value is.
Yeah, and it's probably really high. He probably bought this for 3. He's probably going to sell it for 6.
6, yeah. Market's going up. It's a good time to sell.
Yep.
So they talk about how long they've been there, all that stuff. And then while this is going on, Steve is doing what I like to call the Rocky montage of cannibalism.
Yes.
Where he is singing, dancing, cooking meats, slapping meats, packaging meats, put them in boxes.
And this is going to tell you that you can be a murderous butcher cannibal and also have a fun life.
Yes. They are mutually exclusive. You can do both.
Yeah.
Noah is getting a little sus. And this is because Noah, her friend, not Noah's getting sus. Noah's friend is getting sus. Melody?
That would be Molly.
I knew it was with them. So Molly's getting suspicious because of one very distinct reason. And I like this because it's true. People would pick up on this. She says, I love you. And she only gets a heart emoji back. They have a specific thing they had said throughout the movie.
I love you more.
Yes. So she's already very suspicious when she doesn't get the I love you more.
Yeah.
Which is fair because you can easily tell if, like people you text often, you can tell when they're texting differently.
Yep.
So you can sometimes you can gauge a mood through a text.
100%.
So.
Especially if they text so common. You know,
exactly.
They're best friends. And they're solo queens, and this is what they do, and their ride or dies, and they go and do the laundry together because we both know that they're in New York. Those apartments are definitely small, and they don't have laundry.
Nope, it's terrible.
Are they even in New York? I'm assuming.
I think so. We're gonna say they are. Hell's Kitchen. So Molly asks for a picture. She gets a waterfall. Reverse Google searches it. Realizes it's just the
stock photo.
Stock photo.
That's scary.
That is very scary because now you know.
So you know that
your friend is being raped in a dungeon.
Your friend is either in a dungeon getting her limbs sold on the black market, or she's just trying to one-off you with these stock images, which is very odd. What would be the purpose of that?
Yeah. So Molly's gonna go to her bartender friend. She's gonna be like, "Hey, I need information on them. I know it could make you lose your job, and we only dated for 6 days, but I need all of this from you." Mm-hmm. And she's gonna be able to get some of it.
Yeah. It's one way to do it.
She starts to look him up on Facebook. She sees Steve has a family. Wife, 2 kids.
Wife and 2 kids.
The 2 kids were fake, right?
I think so, yeah. I think it was just him and the wife.
Yeah. So the 2 kids were stock kids.
Well, stock kids, different home.
Yeah. So she's going to go to Steve's house, and she's going to talk to the wife.
I think her name's Anna.
Yes. And she's like, I don't know Steve, but it's something else. Because, like, he eventually does come in, and he's like, no, you have the wrong guy. I don't know.
And he would know who Molly is because he's texting her,
yes.
and he knows the name.
Yeah. And just like Molly knows what he looks like because of the photo that Noah had sent him before.
When they, like, going back, way back to when they did, like, their first dates, and, like, he was in her apartment, he's like, are you close to family? Like, he was asking about all the questions about, like, who's close to her.
Yes.
And she goes, no, I just have a best friend. He's like, oh, okay. He's like, her name is Molly. He goes, tell me about Molly. Like, he was trying to ask already, like, rule out
because he's
any
trying to
emergency
figure out
contacts.
Yep, trying to figure out who would come looking for this girl if she disappeared.
Yeah.
It's a very good movie to watch on a rewatch because you pick up a lot of stuff in the first half hour. So Molly does a very dumb thing. It's smart, but it's dumb. She should have waited till she got outside. She calls Noah's phone.
Oh, yeah. This was super dumb.
Like, I get why she did it, because it confirms her suspicions, but she easily could have walked outside, called, and still heard it ring from outside,
100%.
and she just fucking ran. Instead, she does it there, and then he's like, you shouldn't have done that. And Anna hits her from behind.
I think that they could have gotten the same result, but have her do this outside, and it would be more believable to not make me and you nitpick it.
Yeah. That's the one issue I had there.
If she would have done it outside and visually saw him, I think it would have been cooler if, like, she got back to her car and then, like, the wife or him shot the tires of the car or something. Yeah. I feel like that would have just made more sense.
Yes, because it was just doing that there. You're putting yourself in such a bad spot because, like, clearly if he has her phone, he's either killed her already and he will now get rid of you as evidence, or, like, there's nothing good's going to happen there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so now we cut back to Steve at the place. Steve is eventually at one point bringing Noah around and seeing if he could trust her. She tries to fight him off. He slams her head against the wall. What's his punishment for trying to run away? Do you remember?
For trying to run away?
Yeah, what does he do to her when she tries to run away?
Oh, when she tries to run away.
Yeah.
I believe, did she wake up in surgery?
Yep.
And
getting her ass carved up.
This is when he carves the ass up. So this is the first This is the first instance where she loses body parts?
Yep.
Got it. Yeah, that's very interesting. I was thinking about when you first see the wife.
Yes.
Did you think that she was a victim?
No. I was shocked when we find out. Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't.
I did. Just the way that her mannerisms were, they were very, like, submissive.
Yeah. That's
I
a
mean,
good point.
it is a shock for sure. I just didn't know why, like, she was still there. Like, well, but then again, this guy's got, like, a really strong grasp but one of the things that he says early on to her, that she overheard from somebody else, is that, like, he must really like her.
Yeah.
She has a book that she's reading, that basically just says, like, if you've got this far, he must really like you.
Mm-hmm.
So she has to, like, placate him to, like, stay alive, and this was not placating him. This was, like, taking advantage of his good fortune while he took her out to dinner and then fucking her over at the end.
Yeah. It's crazy.
You're going to lose your ass for that.
She carves that thing right up. He solderizes it, though, so she won't bleed out. That's gotta, like, imagine sitting on a toilet seat with no ass cheeks.
Imagine like standing or walking. It's got to be really tough.
It's
tougher than we
so
would think.
awkward.
Yeah. Imagine just getting, like, honestly, like, just seeing that, it's got to be rough. Like, what that scar look like? Your ass is fucking
Gone. Yeah.
moved.
And you're an ass guy. Imagine, like...
I love ass.
Yeah, and it's just gone.
Yeah. I also love ass, like the mule.
Yeah, no, donkeys are great.
Mm-hmm.
Love them. I think then we cut to, like, a shower scene. Not like a shower scene, but, like, Anna goes into the shower, and that's when we see she's missing her foot. So that was, like, for me, I was like, oh, shit, I'm dumb. She is a victim.
No, I mean, like, her mannerisms are very weird.
Yeah,
but you don't really... Yeah, because she presents it very early that she's, like, very, like, odd, but you don't know what kind of relationship they have. Yeah. And now it's confirmed that she must have been a former person in his care.
Yes. So, not Molly. Noah starts to do let me appease him because I don't have an ass. Let me look like I'm interested in his hobbies.
Yes.
Like, this girl likes this guy, but she doesn't like baseball. But, man, I'm a big Yankee fan now. It's kind of that thing where she's like, man, I love human. Let's tell me about it.
I'm definitely a people person. Yeah. And I know that you were a people person, too. You like to eat them.
Yeah.
I want to hear more about it. Maybe it's something I could get into.
Exactly.
On the weekends or something, like a hobby.
Yeah. So they're talking about it. He's like, how about this? How about I prepare you something? Prepares her the spaghetti and meatballs dinner. This is the one. Looked kind of appetizing. Looked pretty good.
You were into this one.
I thought I was like, maybe I dabble.
Okay.
You never think maybe?
I mean, not a human. If I knew it was a human, I probably wouldn't.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. What if you didn't? And what if you liked it?
Well, if I didn't, I would. Yeah,
but then would you continue to eat human?
That's the thing. Like, I don't know how that's going to change my body once I put it in there.
It's true. But what if you were rich and just, you were bored and had money? And you just wanted to eat.
I had the question, like, who are the humans that I'm eating?
Yeah. Well, that's why you get a care package.
You do. You get it from.
You're eating hope.
Yeah.
Ha.
I
love that joke.
It's a good joke. It's a good joke. I don't know if
Steve's a charmer.
He's done this a few times.
He has. Do you think he was going to replace his wife, Anna, with Noah? Like he was going to kill Anna and now have Noah as his new wife?
I don't know if he kill her. He might put her back in the dungeon.
And then sell her.
He might kill her. I have no idea. We haven't seen it, but I think that, yes. I think that was the idea. I think he wanted
to replace her.
Because, I mean, like, if Anna is, like, not animated, if she's not, like, entertaining the relationship, she still fights for him, but it seems like it's out of sense of duty. She did not seem to, like, reciprocate.
Exactly.
The marriage like he probably wanted.
Like you said, when you look back on it, it is, like...
It's very stale.
Yeah. So, after that whole dinner, there's more talking scenes, things like that. Her talking to Penny. But Steve's like, how about we have dinner again? I'll give you a pink dress. You'll come upstairs to the dining room. We'll have another meal. So he gives her the pink dress. They go upstairs. This is where they find out they're eating pate, which is Melissa Pate, I believe. The pate was Melissa. Noah starts to look around, and Steve shows her his trophy case of women. And it's like the one girl, she actually saw her name written in a book. It was like Sophie or something like that, or Sinclair.
It's interesting because like you think that, you know, serial killers, they take momentums of different, like the people that they kill, and this guy just taking like to give to all his clientele. He's taking all their belongings, and he has it all in his like little wall of trophies.
Do you notice what she notices though in there? Molly's phone.
Molly's phone, yeah.
And now she is concerned. So
I don't know if he picked up on that.
He didn't. He didn't. And now that's why she springs into action with the let's get drunk, let's get busy, let me bite your dick off.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah.
They're going to get drunk, they're going to get busy, and she's going to bite his dick off.
Yeah. I actually like the combo dick bite toothpaste smear.
Yeah. She had it ready. She was ready to go.
She was smart. Very smart. Yeah. She instantly sprints downstairs. She frees Penny. She frees Molly. Penny is missing a leg. She's going to be a little
gimp.
A little gimpy. But they get back upstairs. Big fight with Steve now.
In the kitchen. Steve is she locked him in the dungeon, but he breaks out of it.
He does. That's right.
Or she locks him in the room.
Bedroom.
The room,
and he breaks out, and that's why they have that fight in the kitchen where there's like a meat, like what's the meat hammer they were like swinging?
Yeah, like roller, like she fucking rocks
rolling
him.
pin, I think it is. There's just people are fighting.
But like, they fucking crack him pretty hard.
They do. They beat the shit out of him. There are funny scenes because like Penny's only one leg. Penny fucking just slips trying to help because she's missing a leg. And they just keep on fighting. They're smacking each other with kitchen supplies. It's going crazy. This whole time, the black guy has been looking for them.
Correct.
And he is finally pulling up.
Correct.
To the house.
Yes, his name is Paul.
And he gets into the driveway. He's like, I wonder if this is the right place. We cut back. The girls start running outside, and they're running away finally. And Steve runs outside. He's like shooting at them, right? He shoots a gun. And then that's when Paul's like, fuck this.
I'm out.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
I am not staying for this.
And he doesn't just drive out of the drive. He drives out of the movie.
Yeah, literally, he does. Paul, and it's great.
I love it. You know what it is? I always like when they subvert your expectations of him trying to save the day. I like that he just leaves.
Usually this character just comes in and tries to save them and ends up getting killed.
Yep.
He just fucking
he just leaves. He just leaves. Doesn't do anything. The girls do a good plan though, where they like hide behind a tree and they kind of branch off.
Yeah.
Tree branch.
Nice. Very nice tree.
Thank you. See, we're on fire. And they jump him from behind again. And I think how do they kill him? They were like repeatedly stab him, or
I think Noah shoots him in the head.
Yes. She shoots him like not even, isn't it like right below his eye or something like that? He gets shot. She finds Steve's body, and then she's looking for the girls, and that's when they fight. And Noah stabs Anna in the neck with her keys. Repeatedly.
Yeah, pretty brutal.
Very. And Molly, like to finish her off, takes a shovel and just repeatedly bashes her in the face with said shovel.
Isn't it like that line that she says where like it's crazy bitches like you that
give girls a bad name or something like that?
Because I guess they're like victims that still support like terrible men.
Mm-hmm. It's a real problem. It's a real issue. So they sit next to each other by the tree, and heads were rolled by the Yeah Yeah Yes play.
And you like that song?
It's a great song.
It is a good song. Yeah Yeah is a good band.
Love them. Maps.
We don't love you like we love you.
Maps.
We don't love you like you love you.
Haven't done that in a while into the mic.
Yeah.
It was overdue. That's fresh.
Got it.
We did it.
It's fresh.
We've done it.
Literally.
Love it. Not as good as, say, a Barbarian. It's not as good as maybe, say, The Menu. But it's a good one.
It is a good
I'm
one.
actually going to give this movie... I think I'm going to give it an 8.
Yeah, this is a tough one for me to review, too.
Because I was basically deciding between 7 or 8.
Me too.
And I am gonna give it an 8 because overall I think it's just very well done. I have little nitpicks. Obviously, we mentioned like there's character decisions I don't think actual people would make in real life. But then they did things that I think characters definitely would do in real life, which is like Paul leaving. I think that is very realistic. I do something we didn't touch on, but we touched on it low. But like there are quick cuts to the actual rich people eating the meats.
Yeah,
I really do like those interspersed in there to really give you the feel of like what this society is like. It does a good job also building up the suspense of how Noah's going to finally escape and get away and all that. Sebastian Stan is fucking awesome in this movie.
Yeah,
as the villain. He is so good as the villain.
Totally agree.
Like, he kills the role. Because I'm so used to seeing him as, honestly, Winter Soldier, obviously, or just, like, other things where he's, like, the good guy.
Yeah.
To see him be this, like, super scummy, like, sell women on the black market thing, very good. I really liked it, though. Yeah, it's definitely an 8 for me.
Yeah, this is a tough one, man. Tough. I balanced it. I really did. I thought about it. My scale is like 8 and above is a movie. I would consider 8 a movie that I love. 7 for me is just like a movie that I really like. And it was a really like, I originally had it at an 8, then I put it at a 7 before the rewatch. I watched it again, thought about it. I still have it as a 7.
Okay.
But man, it's like right there for me. Like it could be an 8. Like it's so good. It's a very good movie.
Yeah.
I really do like it a lot. I do think Sebastian Stan is the fucking, like, pivotal role, like, that I just will remember from this movie because he plays such a good, like, charming person as well as this crazed cannibal black market dealer. Yeah. Like, the switch is crazy. But you could see, like, while he's doing it, like, how he has, like, this weird, like, childlike entertainment by being this fucking person.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's a really good movie. Hulu is killing horror movies, and I think this is, like, one of the better ones that I've seen in recent memory.
Oh, yeah. Hulu's got some good stuff.
This is in a line of 2022 horror movies. This is probably, like, top 3 for me. I do like this more than X. I do like this more than Pearl.
Me too.
I do like this more. Smile's tough because Smile's right there too. I would probably put this above Smile as well.
Same.
I would say this is probably top 3 for me.
Yeah.
For 2022.
Yeah.
From the ones that I've seen so far.
There's a movie we are coming to in 2022 that I have above this. We haven't gotten there yet.
Okay.
I think you know what movie I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That is above this for me. Because Barbarian's peak, then it's this movie. It's not the next movie we're reviewing, so I don't want to say what it is yet. And then probably Fresh at 3.
Yep, I know what you're talking about. It's fair. Awesome. Yeah. This is such a good movie.
I loved it. It's been nice to actually talk about, for the most part, good movies for a little bit. We did a lot of bad movies for a while. Don't worry, we'll get back to those.
Yeah.
It's nice to actually do like a string of like good movies for a change.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe down the road sometime.
Minus Skinamarink. But
oh, come on, Shane.
It was still fun to talk about. I
would love to do like down the road, like throw in like retro months where we just do like a month of just like 80 slashers or like creature feature, like different like old retro movies. We could do too. We could intersperse those in there, and I'm sure.
Oh yeah, we'll get back to those. I mean, I know in our schedule we actually do have some older movies. We're gonna hit our sequel September. Will be coming up, and October we're basically doing all older movies again in October. So we got some old stuff in the pipeline.
Yeah, we do. It's a good balance.
All right, so let's talk a little necromantic. You know how it is.
That's okay.
You know, just corpses and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like we might need this. In this movie, we see 2 deaths.
Sebastian Stan.
And Anna.
Anna.
There are plenty of bodies.
Yeah, you're right.
But we don't really see them die on screen. We just see the meat. Like, because Melissa is dead. But we don't see her death. We just see them eat her meat.
Yes, that's true. So it's either the husband or the wife.
And to be fair, I personally think it's Sebastian Stan.
Yeah, it has to
because
be.
he was way more important to the story.
It has to be.
Because, we're just talking about, no one else dies. I mean, like I said, there's plenty of dead women, but they don't, they're not on screen.
Literally, the point for him to do what he does is he needs to keep them alive.
Yeah. So, all right, Steve, you are a charmer. You are proving the modern man of 2022 can still pick up a girl in the grocery store. It can be done. You don't need Hinge or Tinder or Grindr or any of that stuff. You need a grocery market and some cotton candy grapes.
That's all you need.
And a good personality and a 10 out of 10 on the look scale. Truthfully, the 10 on the 10 of the look scale is pretty much the only thing that matters in that situation. Because if you're like a 7, they're going to be like, you're a creepy dude, get away. But you're a 10 out of 10, you're Sebastian Stan, I'll suck your dick one night.
Oh.
So that's how it goes. But behind all that 10 out of 10, there's an underbelly. There's his dark side. There's his black market side.
It's dirty.
It's horrible. He's mean. He sells women on the black market, but he's a businessman. He's an entrepreneur. And I respect an entrepreneur.
He is. He has multiple facets to his game.
Yeah, there's so much going on with him. And I feel like our Necronomicon, our wall that we will build, needs Steve on it.
That's right. Okay. Steve's going to be in it.
It's great. It's great. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Hey, you know what we're reviewing next? Another 2022 movie.
Let's keep it rolling.
Hell yeah. This is one I haven't seen yet, so I'm excited.
Spit.
It's been a while since we've done a movie I haven't seen yet. We're doing Deadstream.
Deadstream.
Do you like dead people? Do you like people who stream things? Well, we've got the movie for you.
Yeah, so this is a Shudder original, Deadstream. It's a comedy horror. I guess he's a YouTuber that's down on his luck, but he's trying to get back in the game, and he does so he does all these stunts, and now he's going to a haunted house. It's the most haunted house in the entire country, I'm assuming, and he's spending a night in there while rolling the whole time.
Yeah.
Deadstream.
Is he on YouTube? Is he on Twitch? Is he on Kick? Who knows? But I'll tell you what. We are the final podcast signing off, and we will see you next week on one of those 3 streaming services because we don't know which one he's on. It's probably a fake one they made up for the movie.
It definitely is.
Like when they're like, oh, let me go on searchengine.com.
That's hilarious. Wow. We are the final podcast. You can find all of our videos at www.thefinalpodcast.com. You can also find all of our videos on YouTube. We are on there. Please subscribe. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook for all of our content as well. Please follow us on those, and then we will see you for a more final podcast on Mondays, on Fridays. We'll see you then.